I've heard people saying that if you want to speak English fluently and effortlessly, then start thinking in English. But the thing is that I'm unable. Whenever I try to think in English, at that time I find myself getting failure. I'm unable to think in English. So it means that I can't become a fluent speaker, right? No, my friend, it's not right. Don't worry, I'm going to share with you some solution. So stay connected with this video till the end. Hello and welcome to my channel English with Anita. I hope you people are doing great and learning this language great way. If not, then start from today onwards. So let's come on the topic that how can we start thinking in English. So my friend, let me share with you one thing. If you are truly beginner, अगर आप एक beginner हैं और आप जल्द ही में इंग्लिश बोलना शुरू किए हैं और सुनना शुरू किए हैं तो आपके लिए चीज़ें थोड़ा डिफ़िकल्ट होंगी. You can find it little challenging. Why? Because you can't think in English very easily. For a beginner, I would say it is little impossible type of. Why? Because they have just started learning this language. That is why they can't easily think in English. Why I'm saying like that? Because it's my real experience. Back in day when I was a beginner, I wasn't able to think in English, and I was also demotivated. I thought that, oh God, I'm unable to think in English. It means that I would not be able to speak this language fluently. But the thing is that I'm speaking in front of you, right? So if you are truly beginner, अगर आप एक beginner हैं तो आपके लिए थोड़ा difficult होगा starting में, लेकिन चीज़ें एक जैसे नहीं रहेंगी. Okay, so don't worry. I would say that if you are a beginner, then instead of focusing on how to think in English, you should rather focus on grammar and vocabulary, on listening, reading, writing, and then you will feel that your English will automatically improve and you will be able to think in English. Why? Because it needs a certain level from where we can start thinking English. Let's take an example of my village. Let's suppose I haven't shown you my village, right? So without watching my village, can you think about my village, whether it looks good or bad? Frankly speaking, my village is very beautiful. But the thing is that I just want to give one example. You can't say anything about my village, right? Why? Because you haven't seen it. You don't have any kinds of experience, right? So if you want to think about any person, about anything, about any place, then you should spend time with that things. Then you can think about that one, right? You should watch that things. Let's suppose if you can start thinking about my village once I show you, right? Then you will think whether it is good or bad. But you haven't seen it. That is why you can't come to the conclusion, right? And you can't think, little bit think also. Because you don't know anything, right? So in beginning, things are very challenging. You don't have vocabulary, enough vocabulary, and grammar is also not okay. Then how can you start thinking in English? So it's better to focus on your listening, reading, and on your grammar and learning vocabulary. Okay, if you are truly beginner, it is my recommendation. Okay, if you can do, then do this thing. Because I did when I was a beginner, instead of thinking in English, because I found it was impossible for me, then I switched and I started focusing on grammar and focusing on reading and listening and speaking. Okay, so do these kinds of activity, you will automatically start thinking in English. But the thing is that yes, we should try to put effort from our side, right? So if you are upper beginner, from there you should start thinking English. And how? See, most of the time you might be speaking your mother tongue, right? So start switching your mother tongue to English. Why? Because you want to become a fluent speaker. So if you keep speaking your mother tongue and you are not engaging your mind more and more with English language, how the way you can become a fluent speaker? Okay, so if you are in upper beginner level, and then here question arises, how can I know that I am in upper beginner level or not? My friend, if you start understanding if people are speaking, if you are able to speak little bit, it means that you are not truly beginner. Okay, it means you have gone little far and you are in the upper beginner level. Okay, so you should start thinking English, start explaining the things in your, like in English language, small sentences. But the thing is that confidence also matters, my friends. Okay, see, I have heard one story that there was one native speaker and she went on one shop. There were two people on shop. Okay, one was one girl, another was one boy. So that girl was there on the shop. Her English was good. She used to speak very fluently, but she didn't have confidence. She used to feel low confident. Okay, on the other hand, there was one boy and he had broken English, but the thing is that he was confident enough. Okay, so when that native speaker went to that shop and she asked something, so that girl, due to nervousness and feeling little bit I would say fear, she just couldn't explain things very properly and she was speaking very fast way. So when it comes to fast way, I've heard many people, they speak just like bullet train. Okay, we have to speak this language little normal way. Yes, of course, I can understand that some people, they have their mother tongue influence, just like me. I also speak my mother tongue the way I'm speaking English, but I think I have to learn the right way, that how to speak this language correct way. So every language has a good rhythm and good way to speak, right? I'm not saying that we need to change completely accent and start speaking just like native speaker, no. But the thing which we should change, we should try to change, right? Okay, so let's once again come on the topic. Was one boy and his English was not so good. Okay, but the thing is that he was confident enough, so he walked up to that native speaker and asked that, what do you need? Not the way I'm saying. So in his broken English, he asked, and then that native speaker could understand, and they both talked each other, and that native speaker could buy the thing which she went to buy. Okay, I mean, she could buy successfully. And who gave? The broken English speaker. Okay, so he was confident enough, that's why he could speak, right? So I've seen many people, they have enough words, enough vocabulary, and they know grammar structure, so many things they know. However, they are not confident enough. Sometimes they feel fear, and sometimes it is obvious when we speak in our mother tongue also, when we confront any people, that time we feel fear, shy, right? So it just happened, but if we keep doing, then we just overcome as per the time, right? So same thing, if you feel that you feel fear while talking to people, then do that work again and again. Okay, keep talking with people, and then your fear will be gone. That's how you can remove your fear. Okay, other thing, how can you make your brain to think in English? See, my friend, it's not so easy, but it's not impossible also. You can make your brain to think in English, as I told you. So if you are a beginner, no need to focus too much how to think in English. Rather, you should focus on grammar. But if you have gone little far and you are in the level of, I would say that upper beginner and intermediate, that time start thinking in English. And how? By translating some time and by explaining the things not in your mother tongue but in English, and by engrossing yourself more and more in this language. And that's how you can make your brain to think in English, right? Because input is equal to output, right? So if you are giving input to your brain, your mother tongue, and you are expecting output in English, will it be fair to think like that and expect like that? I think no, it's not fair, right? The input which you are giving, that's what you are going to get output also, right? So if you are speaking and spending your time in your mother tongue, how can you speak this language very fluently? How can your brain think in English, right? You can't. That is why if you want to make your brain to think in English, I would say you have to try to engage your brain always with English language, just like while listening, while reading, talking with people. So many activities are there that you can do so that your brain will be surrounded by this language. And as I told you, that input is equal to output. So if you spend a lot of time or give a lot of time to this language, it is obvious that you are going to speak this language. Okay, so without forcing, without being so harsh towards yourself, you can think in English. How? if you spend a lot of time in this language. Okay, so don't be disappointed, don't be demotivated, because my friend, back in day, as I told you, when I was a beginner, I was also demotivated that people are saying if you can think in English you can become a fluent speaker, but I wasn't able to think in English. That is why I was worried that whether I could become a fluent speaker or not. But see, now I am speaking. In your case also, today you are unable to think in English, but the day is not going to remain the same, right? So try to engage and get more awareness about this language, and then you can speak a lot of things. Try to learn vocabulary, grammar, and other thing, whatever you can do. See, in one of my videos, I got one comment that she doesn't talk about grammar. It seems that she is telling lie, okay? No, my friend. Frankly speaking, I have learned this language by learning grammar, okay? Because I didn't have environment. So I had to take the help of learning grammar. So I learned a lot of grammar and then I started learning this language. But the thing is that I didn't only learn grammar. When I started learning grammar, I started speaking also. So I started utilizing my grammar or using my grammar then and there. That is why I found that I started getting good command on my grammar. Otherwise, if you don't use, so you are going to lose, right? So the grammar which you are learning, vocabulary, whatever, try to use them more and more if you don't want to lose them, okay? And spend a lot of time in this language. You are going to speak this language very fluently, okay? Initially, no one is able to think in English. Other example, if I take, let's take one example of Chinese language. If I give you one task and tell you that since from your beginning day, start thinking in Chinese, will you be able to think in Chinese? No. First thing, what will you do? I think first thing you are going to learn the vocabulary. Second thing, how to connect those vocabulary. So without proper grammar, we won't be able to connect those vocabulary, right? And third things, we are going to listen more and more that how the way people are talking to each other, okay? And then that's how we will also try to imitate them, and then we can learn, right? Similarly, same thing or same tactic we can apply here also. If we want to learn this language, since from our beginning day, we are not going to think in English. Like initially, nothing is going to happen a lot. Little bit result we are going to find, but don't be disappointed. Don't get demotivated, because ultimately this is a language, and any language can be learned by anyone, okay? If you don't know how to learn grammar, even you have to put more effort, then you can learn this language, okay? As I told you, it's a language. No need to worry a lot. If you don't know how to read, see, every technique is not going to work on everybody, right? If I can become a fluent speaker by learning or by reading book, you can't become a fluent speaker by doing the same thing, right? It may not work on you. So you should apply another method. Which kinds of? You may become a fluent speaker by listening only, by speaking, and by learning grammar, not by reading. So all tactics or all tips can't work on everyone. So don't worry, okay, if something is not working on you. In this way, you can think in English and learn this language. So let me summarize these things in a quick way so that I won't take a lot of time. I have already taken a lot of time of yours. So let me summarize the thing. First of all, be confident while speaking. Don't fear to make mistake, okay? Second thing, if you think that your grammar is not okay, learn grammar. Start learning vocabulary. If you think that you are good at these kinds of things, then start thinking in English more and more. Try to listen so that you can, so that you can engross yourself or make your brain to engage with this language a lot. And as I told you, that input is equal to output, okay? So whatever you'll give, you will get in the result. If you speak a lot your mother tongue, you are going to become a fluent speaker in your mother tongue. But if you speak in English or listen English, write English and read English, you are going to become a well English speaker, okay? So in this way, you can make your brain to think in English. It's neither so easy nor very hard, right? It's not impossible, I would say. So it's possible. If you are a beginner, don't try to be so harsh. It's a language. Take it easy and put effort from your side. One day you will definitely speak this language very fluently, my friend. Don't worry, okay? Because everyone had the same kinds of situation. As I always tell, many people, they have just started from the zero, but now they are speaking, okay? So I hope you like my video. If you, then please like and subscribe. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Have a nice day.